now you got certain reasons, either you wrote it down or you have made some comments. Now, let me ask you this question. What is your profession? Type in the comment your current profession. Who are you? What do you do for a current living? Are you a working professional? Are you an engineer? Are you a doctor? Are you an advocate? Are you a chartered accountant? Are you a cost accountant? Or are you an architect? Are you an IT professional? Whatever that is, in the gamut, what is your profession? Just go and comment what profession you are currently in. Now, while you're commenting, I have another question to ask you, and the question is this: how much time did you really take to become what you currently are? If, for example, you're an advocate, or if you're a doctor, or if you're an engineer, or if you're a chartered accountant, or if you are whatever you are, how many years did it take for you to really become that? Did you become that in few months, few weeks, or did you spend multiple years? Type in how many years did you take to become that what you are currently. If you're an engineer, how many years did it take for you to become an engineer in the first place? Forget about earning. Earning is later on. First, you have to be that, right? If you're an advocate, how many years? If you're a chartered accountant, how many years? So on and so forth, right? So how many years did that take, right? And in any of the countries, it's very common to know that the formal education period is between 14 to 15 years, in some cases even 18 years. And only after that, any earning begins. Even if you have to go and do an engineering, it's 4 to 5 years. Medicine, maybe 6 years, 5 to 6 years, right? And beyond that, you have your master's. And then that's when you kind of start, after that, you start to earn. Now, what happens to people in stock market? How do they get into stock market? And with what skill do they get in? How much of learning has one done before getting into the markets? That's the big question for you people, right? So now, if you took 4 years to become an engineer, and before that you had to go to your schooling and have 14 to 15 years of basic education, and then only you even thought about earning, collecting all that skill. Now, what happens in stock market? It's a free entry to anybody. And because of that free entry, without having proper skill, people jump into the market. And what happens when you jump in to any kind of profession or any kind of business without having understood that, or without having taken time to understand and develop that skill, at least the basic skill? Because of this one reason, people end up losing a lot of money, right? People just jump in without having any kind of learning, right? So they operate out of chance and guesswork. After having got into the market, they think that it's a chance, it's a guesswork, it's kind of a lottery. Markets are not. Market is not a lottery. Market is not a guesswork. Market is not a chance. It is a profession like any other profession, and with understanding very limited skills, you can be one among them and earn consistent income from market. I'm glad you're part of this curriculum and learning this, where in putting a few hours of your time, over next few days, you can systematically get into the market and generate your income like a professional, like what you do in your current profession. And those who do not do this are the ones losing money in the markets, right? So now, let me kind of summarize all of this, people. One is lack of right knowledge. Why people lose money is lack of knowledge about the markets. You got to have the right knowledge, right? You got to know how to approach the market. You got to know how to really trade. You got to know how to invest, because for all the profession, you spend 15 years, 20 years before you even kind of got any money. Why not at least a fraction of that in markets, right? It's a legitimate ask. So not having the right knowledge is why people lose money. Second, limited access to organized education learning. There is a lot of unorganized learning all over, right? You go to websites, you go to, the media, you go to YouTube. There's a lot of things which you can consume on free. These are all good information, good data, but is it organized? Do you know how to approach? Do you know which one to pick up? Do you know which one not to bother about? Do you know what is legitimate? Do you know what is not legitimate? Do you know how to kind of, structure your learning? For example, if you go and attend engineering, it's structured, step 1, step 2, year 1, year 2, semester 1, semesters 2. That's how you learn. You simply don't jump directly into some section. You don't do that. Exactly like that. Because there is very less of organized educational learning, people end up losing money. And I'm glad you are here because we have structured everything. All that you have to learn about stock market in a structured way is being offered here. So I'm very glad you're part of this. And then, this is one of the biggest reasons people lose money. They have an attitude of quick money, which means what? Overnight money. Become rich quick. It is not. Stock market is not. Right? Even, for example, say you become a chartered accountant or you study your MBA, nobody kind of becomes overnight rich. Even if you get into any business, you do not become overnight rich. It has its own life cycle. Right? You have to go through that life cycle, only then the revenue starts coming in, and accumulation of revenue after eliminating the expenses is your profit. And those profits, when reinvested in whatever vacation you do, that becomes wealth. Now, when that is what wealth is made, why do you think stock market you got to become rich overnight? No. Yes, you can have a very good return. You can have a very high ROI, return on your investment, but it is not an overnight quick get rich quick scheme. Absolutely not, people, right? So the attitude of quick money is another reason why people end up losing money actually. Then the next one is investment needs patience. If you are approaching the market from the investment mindset, you really need to wait for the money to grow. You cannot kind of think that you kind of buy some shares today, in 1 month's time it's going to double. No, it's not going to happen. Maybe there are rare instances where people have made, but that's not a routine. That's not consistent. It never happens. Not everybody, if you are playing cricket, not every over you can score 6 in all the 6 balls. Right? Even in IPL, it's not happening, right? You can score more runs because of the format of the game which has got changed, but can you score a 6 every single ball? It's not possible. At the same time, will everybody get out in every single ball? That's also not possible, right? So investment needs absolutely patience. Investment is like a test match. If you have the attitude of playing a test match, go for investment, right? Then, trading, if you are interested in getting into trading or you are already trading needs perseverance. One trade, you cannot become rich. You got to consistently repeat the same thing again and again and again and again over a sustainable period of time. Maybe 6 months, 1 year. And at the end of 1 year is what you see your results. Like a business. So you need perseverance to be in the market and take trade. Even though you have 3 losses, 4 losses, can you take the 5th trade? That is perseverance, and with that you kind of make money. But without the perseverance, people want to make money in 1 or 2 trades. So what they do is they have no trading plan, and they kind of deploy the money, and they kind of try to look at it like a lottery, like a chance and like a gamble, which does not happen in trading, right? And the next reason is invest in oneself in learning first. People never invest that. They fear investing on oneself, right? Like you all did, to kind of learn whatever is your current profession you are in. You invested in yourself for many years, right? After that, you became that. But now in stock market, if you have to learn about stock market, why not invest in yourself first? Learn the right thing. Learn not only about stock market strategies and systems and ways and means of approaching it, but also learn about how to manage your mind, how to manage your psyche, how to have the right money mindset. So why people again lose money in stock market is they do not want to invest on themselves. Warren Buffett says the best investment what you could do is investing on yourself. So when the richest man from the markets is saying that, why not follow him? Why not follow him, right? So people lose money because they don't invest on themselves first. You got to learn first. Learn things first and then get into the market, right? For anything you do, you kind of learn. Even if you buy a new car, you kind of learn about that. You learn how to drive and then buy, right? The same thing here in markets as well. And finally, people try to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's already invented. There are many people who have been successful in trading in stock market and investing in stock market. All that you have to do is replicate them. Do not try to reinvent the wheel. Many people have climbed the Mount Everest. If you are one of them who wish to climb the Mount Everest, don't try to start from the scratch. Pick up from where the previous person who climbed the Mount Everest stopped, right? So get that knowledge from that person and simply replicate what worked well, right? And wherever it did not work, try to improvise only that part of it. So, but what happens in stock market? People do not want to invest in themselves, but they want to reinvent everything themselves, thinking that, okay, we know it all, and when you approach the market that way, we end up losing. I did that in the past. I was a chartered accountant, right? I'm a chartered accountant. So once I cleared my CA exams, I thought I am on top of the world, I know everything. Of course, CA is one of the very toughest exams in India to kind of clear. Only around 2% of the people, pass CA exams in every examination when it's conducted every 6 months. Having said that, I thought when I cleared my exam, I thought now I am part of the elite 2%, so I know everything. And I went with that attitude of know everything, and that kind of hit me bad. Not only in being a CA in other areas as well, but immediately when I changed that view and started to invest on myself first, that's when things started to open up. And that's when right now, we run our company as a professional trading company along with quite a few of our experts in the market, and we deploy our own money first. We are traders first and then trainers later, right? We teach what we train. So you got to invest in yourself and do not reinvent the wheel. And these are the reasons why people end up losing money. If this is resonating for you, please type in the comment, do not lose money. Please type in the comment, do not lose money. And if you think you have more reasons, and if you are among them who lost money, I'm very sorry if you lost your money in the markets in the past, type in what was the reason you lost money. What was happening? What mistake happened? You lost money. And your one single comment can help hundreds of people who kind of are going to read your comment, and they're going to stop doing that mistake. And you're going to help the larger people with your experience so that they don't reinvent the wheel and they kind of get it right the first time. So hope you're kind of understanding this and got the view that why people lose money. I'll see you in the next video where we're going to discuss about how not to lose money. These are the ways people lose money. What should you do not to lose money? Until then, keep thinking about all the people who lost money and what mistakes they made because of which they lost money. And I'll see you in the next video, discuss about how not to lose money in the markets. Until then, keep